Coming into the 2017 NBA draft, Jayson Tatum was one of those players who were expected to make an immediate impact on their team, and honestly, he did that very well with the Boston Celtics his rookie season. And in 80 starts, Tatum averaged 13.9 points, 5 rebounds, and 1.6 assists on impressive percentages of 47.5% from the field and 43.4% from the three-point line, and he was named to the All-Rookie First Team for 2018. And after an impressive playoff run that year, the hype around Tatum was huge. I mean, many expected him to take the jump and be an all-star in his second season, but that didn't really come to fruition. The following season, yes, Tatum did average career highs at the time in all his numbers, where he put up about 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 2.1 assists, but he didn't really make that big leap many thought he would. Many thought he would be a 20-point-per-game scorer on great efficiency, but in fact, the efficiency went down as well. He only shot 45% from the field and 37.3% from the three-point line. And I remember at the time there was kind of a lot of hate going towards Tatum's way, a lot of doubters who said he was overhyped because of one playoff run. In fact, some people were even arguing that someone like Kyle Kuzma was as good as Jayson Tatum, which is absolutely ridiculous. I think you have to remember that he was playing on a team that had Kyrie Irving, a ball-dominant point guard, Gordon Hayward was just coming back from injury, and Jaylen Brown was emerging as a rising star in the league. But this season, his third year in the league, Tatum has been proving all of those doubters wrong in a big way. He made his first All-Star team this season, and he's averaged 23.5 points, 7 rebounds, and 2.9 assists, to go along with 1.3 steals, 45% from the field, and 39.6% from the three-point line. And since the All-Star break, Tatum has been on a tear. He's averaging 33.7 points, 8.8 rebounds, 3.3 assists, 1 steal, and 1.3 blocks, to go along with 50% shooting from the field and 50% shooting from the three-point line. In fact, he's averaging 4.7 threes per game, which is absolutely ridiculous. And it's not like Tatum is just spotting up for threes and drilling them, okay? He has a variety of moves in his arsenal, which I'm gonna go over right now. First off, when you look at his physical attributes, Tatum is extremely athletic, has long strides, and can easily finish at the bucket. He uses his 6'11 wingspan and his 6'8 frame and his strength to get by defenders and get to the basket. He's very creative when it comes to finishing. He has the whole package. He has the reverse layups, he has the explosive dunks, he has the running hooks and floaters off the glass, and he can finish through contact, hop step, pump fake, he can do it all. He's extremely effective at creating his own shot. He has this incredible size-up package, which reminds me a lot of a taller James Harden, and a little bit like KD. He has this between-the-leg size-up, he sets it up. He can either hit you with a hesitation crossover, hesitation behind the back. You know, he combos them in such a smooth fashion. He's such a fluid player, and it's honestly so appealing to watch. And out of that size-up, he has a variety of moves. He can hit you with a sidestep. He can drive by you and pull it back for a step-back jumper. I mean, this guy is the complete package on offense. He's very good at handling the ball, especially in pick-and-roll situations where he's looking to score. He has that fadeaway mid-range jumper which he gets through slithering through the defense, keeping his man behind his back so that he can't really get in front of him and cut him off, and then he hits him with a very hard-to-block fadeaway considering how high his release point is. However, on the pick and roll as well, he has shown that he's very adept at passing as well. He can drop it off to the roll man or the pop guy, and he can also hit on occasion the open guy cross court for an open jumper. Another aspect of his game that really impressed me was his post moves, and more specifically his footwork in the post. His footwork is great for a 21-year-old, and honestly he reminds me of kind of a Kevin Durant in the post. He has the ability to spin to the basket for the finish, or he can hit you with a smooth post fadeaway, which you honestly can't really block because of his high release point like I said before, combined with his 6'11 wingspan. And if he doesn't want to take it in the post, he can back it out, opt for more of a face-up game, and honestly, from there it's just a one-on-one game with him, which is something as a defender that you really don't want to see. He'll hit you with one of his many moves, and honestly more times than not, it's gonna be a bucket. And the final aspect of his game that I want to touch on is something that I think is very underrated when it comes to Tatum. He's an excellent defender, and in my opinion, he's kind of like a Klay Thompson in the fact that he doesn't really get those counting stats like steals or blocks, but he really stays in front of his man and gives them an extremely hard time. And it shouldn't come as a surprise that Tatum is such a good defender because he's so gifted physically. He has the 6'8 frame to stay in front of people, he has the 6'11 wingspan to contest shots, and he has the athleticism, more specifically the lateral quickness, to stay in front of his man. And he's also strong enough to bang down low with some bigs, which makes him able to guard the 1 through 4. Lately, Tatum has shown that even when he's beat, he doesn't give up on the play, and it results in a lot of chase down blocks or blocks from the side or behind. And if you don't believe me that Tatum is a great defender, well, he has a defensive rating of 105.1, which is good enough for 20th in the league, so that should say a lot. And to wrap it all up, I think that Tatum is going to have a very successful NBA career, a multiple-time All-Star, a perennial All-Star in fact. He'll have a couple of All-NBA first-team selections, maybe even an MVP in the future. But I think, in my opinion, that for this decade, 2020 to 2030, Tatum is going to end up being the best scorer, or remembered as the best scorer of the decade. The combination of his footwork, ball handling, and ability to create his own shots is what's going to separate him from a lot of the great scorers in the league. But with all that being said, let me know in the comments below if you agree with my statement that Tatum is going to be the best scorer of the decade. If not, leave the NBA player who you think is going to be it in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you know when I upload next. And with all that being said, have a good day or night, wherever you are.